If I was on Epstein's island, this is exactly what I would do in order to make sure that I go down as a hero. And I've been thinking about this for a pretty long time now. In this hypothetical scenario, we have to assume that Epstein already knows of me. I'm on his radar. So I'm at some social event or formal gathering, and I bump into Epstein. And I'm chatting up with him, we're having a good time, I'm chapping him up, what's good, bro? And as we're drinking and having our conversations, he starts to think, damn, this dude's pretty cool, I kinda wanna be friends with him. So after that, he's like, hey, Julio, do you wanna go to my island? And we're gonna have a party and this and that. And at this point, I already have my entire plan ready. So obviously with a big fat smile on my face, I agree, and I'm trying to lure him into this false sense of security. So I pull up to the island, and I have to witness the horrors of the shit that goes down in that island. A lot of it is not consensual, and they don't really respect the age of consent. But while that's all going down, right, they're all having their parties, they're all doing whatever the fuck they do on that island, I have these little glass vials, and I'm collecting sperm samples from every single person that was on the island. So I'm gonna have fucking Stephen Hawking, Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, Epstein, like everyone that was, busting a nut, I'm gonna have the nut. But I'm gonna do it. It might seem a little gross at first, but I need you to stay with me. After I collect all the samples, I go back home after the party, and I clone every single one of them. I create a one-to-one replica of every single person that I collected the sperm sample of, and then I'm gonna sneak them onto the island. After that, I'm gonna practice age regressing. I'm gonna practice age regressing for about 1 to 2 years until I become so good at it that it's indistinguishable to tell me apart from what my real age is. Once all the pieces of the puzzle have been set into place, I'm gonna go back to Epstein's island, and while they're having a party, I'm gonna age regress to like 10 years old, and I'm gonna do it so well that all of the predators on the island, they can't actually tell that I'm an adult. So as I'm age regressing, all of the pedophiles pull up, and they're about to molest me. Like Stephen Hawking is on the fucking chair, and he's like using a little like beep boop fucking robot voice. He's like, we are going to molest you. And then I stop age regressing and I reveal my true form, and I'm like, I don't think that's gonna happen. And then Epstein will come up right behind me, and he'll be like, oh yeah, you and what army? And then I'm gonna say, I brought some people to join us for a bite, and then boom, I snap my fingers, and every single one of the clones that I created specifically for this moment sneaks up behind the people that are about to molest me, and they kill all of them. They cannibalize them, rip their hearts out, eat them alive. It's gonna be like that scene from Five Nights at Freddy's 2 at the very end when the cast gets saved by the OG animatronics, and the one-time animatronics are about to kill the main cast. It's gonna be exactly like that, except with the clones that I made. But since I did create clones, that probably violates something in the Geneva Convention, and I would be branded as a war criminal. So what I would have to do after that is burn down the entire island with myself in it, and everybody will die, including myself. But I was able to take down all of the bad guys with me. And then after a while, years and years after all of this happens, and everyone thought that it was some freak accident, reporters and news sources are finally gonna start uncovering the truth that I was the one that sacrificed myself to save all of the future victims that would have led to Epstein's island. And everyone's gonna be mourning my death, and they're all gonna be super sad that I died. But then I'm gonna pull a fucking Metro Man from the movie Megamind. I'm gonna fake my death this entire time I was alive, and I'm randomly gonna appear wearing a white robe, and I'm gonna have a full beard because at this point it's been years since the events of the Epstein massacre took place. And then I'm gonna let people discover me, and everyone's gonna be like, whoa, what the fuck, he's alive? Yo, this guy's cool as fuck. Please, let us give you $1 billion, and you don't have to work another day in your life. You're a hero. And then that is exactly what I would do if I got invited to Epstein's island. I think this plan is completely foolproof, and there's absolutely nothing that can go wrong. And I know some people are gonna say, you would never do that. Like if you were actually in that scenario, you would never be able to pull that off. And my rebuttal to that is, how do you know? You weren't on the island, I wasn't on the island, but I know damn well what plan I have if I ever was on the island. But you don't have a plan. And that makes me a lot more confident in myself. So, you know what? That is exactly what I would